what's going on with your boy Ronaldo? He's really getting bullied out here. Caesar, I was looking up articles, and okay, so the BBC got an article. It says Cristiano Ronaldo will soon reveal the truth about his future. In the first paragraph, it says, although the Portuguese wants to leave United, new manager Eric Ten Hag said he's not for sale. I'm like, how are you going to come out with a whole rumor in the first paragraph? So, okay, it says, although the Portuguese wants to leave, and it says the wants to leave United is a link to another article. In that article, there's no quotes of him saying he wants to leave, like not one. So I'm like, dude, you're still doing it. Like, you're the people he's talking about.
Yeah, it's really strange. There's like some kind of agenda. There's the fake news media, that's tripping, dog. What's wrong with me? Also, why would you get such a big piece? Can you like get a smaller piece?
I cut big pieces.
This man is eating watermelon with a fork and knife, but still cutting big pieces. Anyways, I don't know why you're showing us how we're talking about Ronaldo, but I'm uncomfortable. I'm really uncomfortable with this episode. This is a bait episode, dog. You're trying to get us baited, dude. You should just put this show on TikTok now exclusively instead of YouTube. No, I just think it sucks because there's not like any like real evidence for it. It's not like there's like, and like there's like two instances where like all they do is screen grab him like upset, and they're using that as like motivation. I knew it was gonna start getting fugazi when they dropped that thing about him leaving early. And remember, they were using that like, oh, he left early during preseason, that's unacceptable. But it was really funny because it's very tiny put that like the whole team had dipped. Like,
other players
it wasn't
did
like
too.
basically the whole locker room had dipped early. That the first half players had already left. So they were putting Ronaldo left. And then they like after like a couple paragraphs, they would put that Ronaldo and other teammates. I'm like, how come you're not name dropping? Was it Captain Harry Maguire? Did he leave early? Can we get some names? Because there's people you guys care about on there. How about you name one English guy? I would love to hear an English guy. So it's all reported extremely biased versus Ronaldo. We're calling it bullying because bullying is the act of imposing action on people and them not able to do any retribution. They're just at the mercy of it, right? You're at the mercy of this. And that's what it is because he doesn't control news outlets. And Bam is still eating watermelon and because he's supporting fake news media. No, I'm playing. No, it's honestly really frustrating. If you want to dissect and say that Man U has off season has been poor and Ronaldo has not been contributing to it being any better, whatever, dude. I don't care. That's fine. You can do your couch quarterback or couch coach move. But when you're starting to like create these things saying, oh, he was offered to Atletico and then this and nobody wants him and his wages too high, but then he's being offered here, but then Ten Hag says he's not offered. I'm like, you're starting to backtrack on your own rumors and there's no accountability, so you can just make up whatever.
Exactly. I guess Gary Neville said on social media, why does the greatest player of all time have to wait 2 weeks to tell Manchester United fans the truth? Stand up now and speak. The club is in crisis and it needs leaders to lead. He's the only one who can grab the situation by the scruff of the neck. Gary Neville, the reason why he's got to wait is because it doesn't matter. If he comes out and says anything, the media is just going to say, they're just going to twist it no matter what. So I think what Ronaldo's doing is a smart thing is wait till the transfer window is closed and then say, I was never going to leave. Like, y'all were saying I wanted to leave. I never said that. Y'all were calling me the incredible sulk or whatever. And honestly, like you said, they'll just put any like clip of him like being disappointed on the pitch, which like players do that the entire match and say like, oh, look how angry he is. It's like, okay, yeah, dude, because they suck.
Yeah. But and he wants to win. I hope he's angry. Well, I want to be happy down 4-0.
Yeah.
I hope he's pissed because I'm pissed. Everybody's pissed. I'm not even a Man U fan.
And honestly, the thing I hate about it the most is that like when Zlatan went to Milan, they're not looking at Zlatan as the reason why Milan is supposed to win. Why? Because he's 37, 38, 39 years old or whatever. Ronaldo's 37 years old. I'm like, no matter how good I think he is, if you're
He's
supposed to be,
40, by the way.
yeah, Zlatan. Uh, like if you're supposed to be some big club and you got like these big players like Rashford and Sancho, the future of England or whatever, you should be talking about how come they're not taking making this team win. Rashford's supposed to be some superstar for England. Sancho's supposed to be some superstar for England. $100 million dude. How come he doesn't have any responsibility or any pressure to make this team win? Just because Ronaldo's there? Ronaldo is 37 years old. Look at Messi. Caesar, at no point last season, Messi did not have a good season, like especially when it came to numbers.
At all.
At no point in the season were they blaming Messi for PSG losing to Real Madrid or not playing well. They didn't blame Messi one time. They were blaming Neymar and Pochettino and whoever they can do to just let Messi not take any blame. But when it comes to Ronaldo, for whatever reason, maybe his skin is too dark. Maybe it's because he's from Portugal and it's like a small country and their media is not big enough to really support him. Maybe it's because, I think there's another part of it too, is like, and we talked about this in the past when we had the episode Ronaldo, the American athlete. There's this especially when it comes to English media, there's this everyman type of soccer player dude that they like. Somebody who's not overly athletic or overly muscular. He's naturally short or shorter. Not like somebody who's a workout warrior like that, but he's still good. Someone like Messi or Maradona or probably Gary Neville or Ryan Shearer or even Wayne Rooney is a good example of that. He could be a regular guy, but he happens to be a really good football player. Ronaldo doesn't fit that mold because he is an extreme, a supreme athlete, and he's a workout warrior. And I think that makes them mad a little bit. They can't really relate to that. And when we talked about that old episode, it's we grew up watching basketball and football, American football. That's what you're watching, is the pinnacle athlete on TV. You can't relate to that. No, I can never be Chad Johnson or whoever, or Lamar Odom. I remember when you said when you found out you was going to be 6'4" only, you're like, damn, I'm trying to be 6'10" like Lamar Odom. You know what I mean?
No, I mean because it's first of all, you can, like you said, we will never. Whenever I see videos of even Ronaldo talking to somebody and it feels weird, I'm understanding that this is a megastar. He's not going to have normal interactions. The interaction I would have the first time with Ronaldo is his 15 billionth interaction with the person that has tried to come at him and be like, oh, I relate to you, blah, 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 all this, any of that. He lives a different life and he's a freak athlete. They're talking about when he used to hang out, I have lunch. He's making people work out. You have to have a broken brain to be that good. You don't get to, you have to live to different means. They talk about Lakers. Remember, talk about he was never really friends with Derek Fisher. They were playing together for 10 years. He's like, I don't care. I just come to play this game. I spend all day. I'm a freak. I'm a weirdo. That's what it took to get to this level, though. It is what it is. And the thing we tells the son, oh, you want a birthday cake for your birthday? That tells me you don't really want to be the best. It's, I know it's depressing, but it's literally this is not a regular mindset. But that has nothing to do with the current situation of him in the transfer window. When they're talking about, oh, well, why did Gary Neville, a bum ass, talk about, oh, why don't you say something? And why don't you say something? First of all, do you not know how the media works?
Yeah, he does. He's in it.
They can be swayed against you. You should know because you're in the media now because you lost all your coaching jobs because you were garbage. That's why. No, don't forget. I forgot about the Sevilla run. It didn't work out, buddy.
Wait, was Sevilla? No, it was a Valencia, right?
Valencia, whatever. In Spain, it didn't work, amigo. So, if he was to say, oh, it's really, if he does an interview a sit down with Piers Morgan, right? He sits down with goofy Piers Morgan. You know what they're gonna say? It's crazy that in the last 2 weeks of the window, Ronaldo's making this about himself. He's putting his own interest in his trying to force his move at a crucial time when the Cubs in shambles. Dead ass, that's the headline. Dead ass, that's what they would do. So Ronaldo writing on damn random fan pages saying, in 2 weeks, I'll do a sit-down interview is to me extremely professional. So, hey, anything I can and say will be used against me. So why not make a scene about this? Let my very expensive agent, George Mendez, do his damn job and keep working in the background. And when I get to a new seat in a new city or whatever the hell, or if I'm still here and we're just waiting for this to wait out, whatever the hell I want to do, let's do that, because I'd rather focus on winning, focus on playing my game, working out, training. Because while y'all writing headlines, he's literally probably working out right now. Like there's a bigger focus ahead. So I think it's really annoying, this whole attitude. It's a lose-lose mentality unless they win. Like if he's winning, his only option to like get fair treatment is they win every game and he scores 2 goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if they lost and he scored, they'd be like, oh, well, because the offense is predicated around him, they're losing. It's not the proper way of winning. It's always something, dog. It's a loss.
If they win and he scores 2 goals, they'll say, oh, he's stifling Marcus Rashford. Like,
yeah. Well, but how great is this for a 37-year-old to be scoring at the behest of a 24-year-old not getting shine? Like,
exactly. It'll be anything. And honestly, it's just not fair. And honestly, like, I like Ronaldo, but it's not like I care that much, but I just feel like this isn't fair. And if it was another player, like I would say the same thing, like sometimes it's unfair.
You literally said yourself, what was the worst transfer that you gave an award for? You gave an award for
worst Ronaldo to Juve.
Ronaldo. You said that was a bad transfer.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're sitting here in a position of like, no matter what Ronaldo goes,
you were mad.
It's incumbent of bringing success. I was mad. I think it's a stupid ass thing, but whatever. Like it's incumbent on success. That's not the case at all. It wasn't even the case remotely. It's about this club decided to get Ronaldo on their team, right? To me, I don't know what is your real intention. Like, are you really trying to win it all? Because it's not like they had this team built around. They're like, oh, Ronaldo's an integral piece. They put Ronaldo on the team and they had to figure out where to put him. Oh my God. So I don't really know what Man U wants to do moving forward. They're also not making statements defending their player in the media. So maybe we should talk about that too, which they don't do. So I don't know, man. I think it's bullying. I think it's being handled incorrectly. And there's not any, as they would say, empirical evidence showing that Ronaldo is the benefactor and why they're losing every game. To me, I'm looking at that garbage midfield where you have a 5'9" midfielder, a 5'8" midfielder, and you have a 5'8" center back. So you're playing Brighton, who has like 3 guys that are 6'3". What are we doing here, dog?
Yeah, this isn't I mean, honestly, yeah, like it's just not fair. And yeah, hopefully it changes. And I think he's going to stay there. And like Manchester United is not going to be good.